One of the things that you might be faced with after losing your child is figuring out a way to honor them, honor their memory. There are so many different ways that you can do this that it can be overwhelming. You can look at other people and what they're doing and think, do I need to do something? Is this something that I need to do to honor my child? And so today I just want to dive into this topic, give you some ideas of things that you can do big and small as a way to honor your child's memory. I pray this episode blesses you. Welcome to Unlocking Joy After Grief. My name's Courtney, wife, mama of 6 kiddos, one in heaven waiting for us, and that's why I'm here. In 2017, we lost our 4-year-old son, Sam, and it's my joy to share with you everything this journey has taught me. So if you're ready for biblical encouragement, first-hand lessons, and support from a fellow grieving mama, then let's lace up our shoes and begin walking this road together. Before I get into this episode, I just wanted to give you a disclaimer. Don't ever feel like you have to do something. I believe that doing something to honor your child needs to be something that comes from your heart, not because you see someone else doing something and feel like you have to do that too. It needs to be something that's very personal to you and that you feel like, okay, it's time. I'm ready to do something. And this might not be for years after you lose your child, or it may be the next month. You know, there's no right way to bring honor to your child, and there's no right time to do it. So what I want to bring to you today are 5 different ways that you can honor your child. And what I want you to do is use this as like a starting point to get your mind thinking of things that you can do to honor your child. And again, we're not doing this out of expectation. Other people think that we need to be doing this. We're not doing this because we see someone else doing it and we think we should do it. We're doing this for our own heart, I believe it's a good part of our healing process to be able to do these things, to bring a little bit of joy back into our life, to be able to honor our child in these different ways. These are just a few of the many ways that you can do to honor your child. So if I say something, you're like, ooh, I like that, but I think I might want to do it different, then, go research, do some thinking about things that you can do in your own life. So the first idea is to donate to charity. And this can be a donation of either your time as a volunteer or money. And this could be really good to do if your child left because of a disease, a sickness, something like that, where if there's an organization that is trying to fight that disease or cure that sickness, then maybe you could donate your money to help them further their research to be able to find a cure for this. You could also donate your time, go and volunteer, see if they have any need for volunteers. And then that can be a way, if you don't maybe have extra money to give to a donation, you can give your time. And that would bring joy and fulfillment to your heart, knowing I'm doing this in honor of my child who is no longer here because of this disease or because of this sickness, in a way to help them get the research they need to be able to find the cure for this disease or this sickness. So the second idea that you can do to honor your child is to release balloons or something special that reminds you of your child. We actually do this on Sam's birthday every year. Sometimes we do it at his grave. Other times we've just done it at our house. But we get a balloon filled with helium and we write a message on it. Something that we would tell Sam if he were here on his birthday. And then we release it into the sky. And this isn't a biblical fact or anything that I know, but I like to think that Sam receives those balloons somehow, that when we get to heaven, he'll have all those balloons with all of our messages up there. It brings my heart joy thinking that. I don't know if it's true or not, but I do like to think that. So you could do this on a special day, their birthday, their heaven anniversary, a random Tuesday. Like, it doesn't even have to be an event, but you can just, get a balloon, write a message on it, send it up there. If there was something special they loved, you could even get a balloon that has that on it. Sam loved Spider-Man, and so we get him a Spider-Man balloon, and we write the message and release it then. But that's just something that's easier, doesn't require a lot of mental thought to go. You can just run to your local store, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart, places like that will have balloons that you can buy, and then they have the helium that they can fill it up with. Then you can write your message and release it. So the third idea I have is to plant a tree. And I actually had another friend of mine who lost her son. She did this. They planted a tree at their church, and they put a little plaque in front of it that had his name on it. And it was just a great way to honor their son with this tree that will continue to grow year after year after year. I've also seen this done at a ballpark. The child that was lost was a big baseball player in their rec league. So they planted a tree at the rec league park and put a plaque with his name in front of the tree. And that's a great way for anyone who walks by will see it and read your child's name. You could also do this in your own yard if you just wanted to plant a tree at your own property and watch it grow year after year. If you want something that can go with you if you move, if you're in a house that you're not going to stay in forever, so you want something that you can take with you. It might be, you can transplant a tree, I guess, if it's a smaller tree. But if you want something easier, you can just purchase something that you can add to your flower bed in front of your house that is in memory of your child. And then you can take that with you if you move houses. And Etsy actually has some really great options for this. I will link a few in the show notes, or you could just go to Etsy and search for memorial garden or in memory of child garden, something like that. It'll bring up a bunch of different products that you can look through and see if you can find something that you can stick in your front flower bed. So the fourth idea I have for things that you can do in honor of your child is to participate in a memorial event. Every October, there are memorial events in many cities to honor children that have been lost. You can do a Google search for memorial events near me and just see something that pops up. A lot of times it's like a candlelight service that you can light a candle in honor of your child. Again, this is something that's easier because it's nothing you have to plan or put together. You just show up. So this would be a good idea for any of those years that you just can't mentally prepare something or plan something. This would be a good thing for you to do. Just go, and then you'll be surrounded by other people who have lost their child as well. Maybe form some relationships with other couples who get it, who understand what you're going through. So it'd be a good place to connect with other people and honor your child all at the same time. And so the last idea I have is to get a personalized piece of jewelry. We had several people give us different things in memory of Sam. I have a few necklaces that people gifted me that have Sam's picture on them. I have some necklaces and bracelets that have special sayings on them. I know I talk about my lifesaver verse here a lot, which was Isaiah 26:3. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. That was my lifesaver verse. That was the verse that I repeated over and over again in my mind to kind of keep me from drowning. That's why I coined the phrase lifesaver verse. And if you're new here, if this is your first episode, I actually have a free download. It's linked in the podcast description. It just has a bunch of different verses that you could read to find your lifesaver verse, the verse that you use over and over throughout your grief journey to kind of keep you from drowning, when you feel that heaviness and that weight, you can repeat this verse and it brings, it keeps you from drowning, keeps you from going under. Again, that's linked in the description of this episode. But I had my pastor's wife actually got me a necklace that had this verse on it. So it could be a Bible verse, it could be a saying, it could be your child's name, anything like that, that when you wear it, not only brings your heart joy because you have something that's specific and unique to your own journey, but it's a way that you can tell other people about your child. If they see it and they ask about it, then it's a way that you can say their name, because y'all know saying your child's name or hearing your child's name being said is like music. It's like music to our ears, and it brings so much joy to our soul to hear our child's name. So if you have this, a necklace, a bracelet, a ring, something that you're wearing, a t-shirt, you can even have a t-shirt made. I do have several t-shirts with certain sayings that we had after Sam went to heaven. A big one that I always said was, and if not, he's still good. So I have a shirt with that phrase, and if not, he's still good. And so you can have a shirt that has your child's name on it, or anything like that that you can wear, and that will be an easy way for you to honor your child. Again, Etsy is a great place to find something like this. So that's it. Those are my 5 ideas. Again, like I said, there are so many different ideas. These are just a few of the ideas that you can do. Again, I just want to say that never feel pressured to do something because you think it's something you should be doing or it's expected of you to do something. I want you to do something because you want to do it in your heart as part of your grief journey. Again, like I said earlier, I believe this is a great part of the healing process, but it needs to happen in a time where you're ready to do it. And only you know that. There's not a specific time that says, okay, it's been 6 months. It's time for you to do something to honor your child. I believe it's just something that you'll know in your heart when it's time to do it. And when it is time, I pray that these ideas will help you know what you can do that you know will bring your heart joy and peace and bring honor to your child. I'll see you next week. Love you, friend. Hi, friend. I hope this episode blessed you. The best advice I can give to be able to make it when a storm hits your life is to know who God is before it even starts to rain. I've created a free 31-day scripture calendar that will help you get to know who God is, His character. You can find this calendar plus bonus journaling pages and scripture cards all for free at unlockingjoy.com/God's character. This will also be linked in the show notes. I pray the foundation of your faith will be strengthened as you journey into the heart of the Father. I'll see you next time. Love you, friend.